Hey, so my name's Skylar Lindeen, and I've put together a few videos of Spoon Creek Falls in the Olympic National Forest. Um, the date is July 11, 2020, and if you are an outdoor enthusiast and you enjoy these type of videos, all I ask is that you subscribe to my channel. This will be my first video, and go ahead and hit that like button so we can go ahead and share the content. I definitely want to bring awareness to people about the beauty that lies within this earth, and especially here in Washington, and help kind of encourage people to go out and enjoy what Mother Nature has to offer. So again, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the like button, and there'll be more videos. I look forward to hearing reading your comments and hearing from you as well. Anything that you feel free to share with me, or any kind of suggestions or places here in Washington that you'd like me to do tutorials of and visit and put some video footage on that you might be considering to travel to, I'd be more than happy to do that. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. This is Spoon Creek Falls in the Olympic Mountains. I've just arrived, and I've traveled a path that was probably appropriate for a rally car. Don't think it was very suitable for a 99 Chevy S10 that's due for an upgraded suspension. That's a conversation for another time. So my attempt here today is to reach the falls. I had come across this particular location from a friend of mine named John, and he had informed me on how to find this place. And to my understanding, it is a phenomenal view. And we're about to find out. That, my friends, looks like a phenomenal view. There's only one way we can actually enjoy it, and that's to get closer. I do not think that this is the trail that's going to lead me exactly where I want to be. But somehow I'm going to try and get to the top where that log is. I'm going to see how close I can get to the top of this falls, pull it down. But it is beautiful, no mistake. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a sight to behold. I would have live streamed this, however, due to the isolation, the ability for me to have an internet connection is obsolete. It's not the sunniest day here today, but nevertheless, still quite a grandeur scene here. So I will go ahead and attempt to get to the top of this fall without falling, and to get a different perspective. And then I will go back to recording, and then I think I'm going to attempt to reach the base of this waterfall and get a view from there. So anyways, prepare yourselves. So I managed to get to the top, and this is very slippery, as you can imagine. That right there is a lot of water. You can't really tell. I'm going to attempt to jump across here without getting shit, pardon the language, but that's probably what's going to happen. I managed to after the rut. You can tell that there's a significant amount of water that comes down this creek here, river, you would even say, because creeks, a little less water. This is more of a river. Because of these pockets that are inside here, these little pockets that they have in the rock is a pretty good indication that there's a lot more water coming down this way, and probably comes up here, up to this point. And look at how it craters into here. I mean, that is beautiful. Let's get a closer look. I'm trying to achieve two things here: get closer and not lose my phone, not fall in the water. I mean, I'm sure it's cold. I would imagine this is melt from the snow caps on top of the this mountain range here. This is beautiful. These are definitely not hiking shoes, but I will sponsor Nike in this. I'm hoping they change their ways. I would have boycotted them about 8 years ago as a result of their child labor. And, shout out to Stacy, who is my teacher, taught me all about that. I'm going to see just about how this water feels, and every bit of cold that you could imagine. I would imagine on a hot sunny day this would be rather refreshing. Today it's more than likely very chilly. But I would love to swim in this, because I know you can't see this, but this is relatively deep and it's relatively clean aside from the needles and the leaves. You can see the pine needles floating on top. I'm going to try to get a better view from the top of the fall, and I always felt that the term waterfall was metaphoric, not just for waterfalling. However, people also probably doing the same thing. So this is a narrow trail. If I was a goat, this would be perfect, but I'm not. So I'm just luckily I'm a string bean. I weigh about $150, wet, soaking wet on a cold day. So this is gonna be a challenge. I'm always flirting with fun, huh? Let me tell you, let me get down here. Oh shit. So this root right here that's just grown into the hillside is perfect. Thank you, God, for leaving that there. Little nature hand railing. So yeah, you can see that's the pool. We were just above there, and that's the pool right there. And this is me on some very slippery rock. Oh my God. This is right here is where you eat shit. This is where people end up meeting their maker if they're not careful. This right here is ice. It's like ice. That's how slippery it is. I really want to get over there, but I'm trying to think of the best approach. The wrong move right here could definitely be unfortunate. And I don't mean fatal, but definitely unfortunate. It's the algae on the surface of this rock, as you could presume. The only thing is that with these shoes, I got a hard sole on them, and you know, even an abrupt movement could cause me to slip and head the wrong direction. It almost takes oh shit, that was almost me going in right there. So yeah, I don't know about that. Oh wow. So I don't know about that. Huh. That's exciting. But you can see here, I want to get another view. I really want to get over there. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I might just walk the log. I would just go through the water. I don't feel like having wet feet all the way home. I'm sure you all can relate. This right here, this little tree, might just be the key. So I'm going to maintain as many points of contact as possible as I try to cross here. And I'm probably gonna get wet regardless. But I'll tell you one thing, I'd rather get wet than fall down that other spot there. So another point of contact. This is a bit of a strategy here. And I felt the water just seep into my left shoe. Oh shit. Oh shit. I made it. Wow. Okay. So that was phenomenal. Another exciting moment. It was worth it, right? I think I'm gonna try to get back over there. I want to try to get on the other side of this where there's a drop off there. But this especially is where you gotta be careful. I want to get to the other side so you can see on the other end of that. God, it's beautiful out here. No mistaking. So let's see what I'm gonna do as far as getting back over. This is probably the most entertainment you're all gonna get today. Watching me slip and slide on these rocks. Try not to lose my phone. Try not to get stupid wet. Should have brought some different shoes probably. Oh my, you guys see that? If you'd seen how many times my foot just slid everywhere. Oh my god. Oh. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. This got more tricky. Okay, I'm gonna lose my phone. This needs to go in my pocket. We'll continue on video number 3. All right, I'm back. Apparently I'm a goat. Apparently I'm a goat. Oh, shit. You can probably count shit from my mouth plenty of times. But this is like one of those oh shit type of hikes. Or adventures, whatever you want to call it. I think this is a western hemlock. I feel bad I'm pulling on it. And this right here is a cedar. You see the difference. Western hemlock, cedar, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or don't. Anyways. Yeah. I wish I was a kid again. Still young, but not young enough to be doing this stuff. Yeah. So this edge right here is remarkably close. But look at that. There's a little smoke coming from down there. Somebody's obviously set up a campfire. But look at this. That's where I was. That's where I took the first video. Now it's back to Billy Goatin' back. Now, I think my next approach is to go ahead and get to the base of this fall like I intended. After reaching this destination, I'm like basically playing Spider-Man in the woods right now. Could you imagine how Spider-Man would have felt if he was in the woods? I mean, he did a really good job getting around in the city, but just all the trees he could swing from. I guess there's no supervillains in the woods, or superheroes for that matter. Oh shoot. Oh. All right. That looks like a cavern almost. I don't even know how deep that goes. I would be interested to know. Why am I already short of breath? It's not that deep. I'm not that old. No offense. But usually when you're older, you get at an age where you have a harder time breathing. I'm gonna jump over there. Alright. 1, 2, 10. Alright. Oh. Alright, so you're gonna be able to join me when I get to the base of this falls. That'll be video number 4. Alright, so I've pretty much started back where I'm back to where I started from. This is a big ass tree. I don't know if you know that, just looking at this picture, but I'm gonna try to put it into perspective by comparing me to the tree. It's huge.
And it smells freshly cut. It looks freshly cut. It smells really good. Fresh cut timber. Big trees that have fallen over this trail. And they came out here and cleaned it up. I believe, if my intuition is right, that this is the trail that heads to the base of the waterfall. I mean, it would only make sense. So I figured I'd start videoing or filming here. I mean, cameras don't require film anymore, so is it really considered filming anymore? I don't think so. I'll just call it video recording. That's nice. Somebody put a little plank. Walk the plank, matey. All right. I love this. There is nothing more beautiful than family, the people you love, and nature. So I like to diversify my time with all of those things. As you can tell. And it's good. I mean, it's active. I'm being active. Getting my exercise. I eat relatively healthy, so being active is an important part of that. For those of you who don't already know much about nutrition and diet and exercise, a good diet is nothing without the proper nutrition. I'm gonna assume that's gonna go further down the river. I'm thinking this right here will take me back towards the base because it's descending still and it is heading upstream. I do not know what I'm going to encounter out here. I'd like to think it'd just be trees and water. And I could do without running into anybody. I like the peace and quiet. I'm definitely getting wet. Those two trails might have linked up and I'm just an asshole. And went the roundabout way, but it is taking me in the right direction thus far. Oh, it sounds like Jurassic Park out here. I don't know if you just heard that bird, but I'm waiting for something to spray me. I saw smoke coming from here earlier, so I think there might have been somebody down here. They may have gone already. I can see my breath. This trail obviously goes around when the water level's higher. I think I'm gonna take the low road. I smell smoke, it's relatively fresh. So that means that there very well may still be someone down here. I don't want to interrupt their camping retreat. But it is a national forest, so. Somebody was here, but they're gone now. And here it is. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my little venture into the National Forest. I think I'm gonna start to make my way back. This is gonna have to be short-lived. I wanna go home, relax, maybe watch a Netflix movie, eat some ice cream. Sounds like a great cap for my day off. Look at that bird. Beautiful bird. This is God's creation right here. The most magnificent piece of this beautiful earth. And I suggest if you live in Washington and you plan on making a trip, this is definitely a spot you're gonna wanna take a trip to. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I know I am. A little bit of nature's cure.